I guess, to Let's Play White Day, a labyrinth-themed school on the PS4. This is an awkward setup, man. Usually what happens when I set up my capture card, get ready to record, if the cat's in my room, especially if the cat's on the bed, she will leave the room because she'll be like, I guess I'll leave that. But no, she sat square in the middle of the bed. You got all this freaking leads and shit all over the place. The capture card, the HDMI splitter, my PS4, headphones, of course, and all that. Chaos. And she's just sat there in the middle, just like, I shall not be moved. So we're 6 hours in. Can't remember when I last recorded. It's the 30th of September now, so October is literally right around the corner now. A couple of days ago I had put together and uploaded a trailer for the October special, and as I mentioned in part of my Resident Evil 2 LP, which went no free, which is kind of surreal, really. Let me just do that so that the janitor doesn't just wander around while I'm rambling here, because I'm trying to think here. Resident Evil 3, I've only recorded 11 parts so far, and it was in the previous recording I did for that. So that would probably be uploaded before this part, because I'm further into this LP than that. I essentially mentioned, like, how all 3 of the default thumbnails for the trailer was White Day, despite the fact that I kind of used more Resident Evil 3 clips than White Day clips. It's like, I don't know. I feel like this game, this LP... Oh, shit! Ah! Where the fuck did he even come from? I guess he spawned at a different location, because, I guess that's what happened when it reloads, I guess. I forgot that shit does happen. Yeah. Essentially, this LP is kind of being a bit... Well, to be fair, Resident Evil 3 has been a kind of slow LP. He doesn't follow you in here, by the way. But, you know, while a lot of times in the Resident Evil 3 LP so far, a lot of progress gets done by getting a game over, there's quite a bit of a difference with this game, because it's like consistently dark as shit. And not, well, the theme of the game can get pretty dark and all, you know, with all the ghost stories and shit and whatnot, and the psychotic janitor. But I mean, the footage itself, the actual game, how it looks, is darker than Resident Evil 3, so it's a lot less clear to see it. So I didn't end up, like, putting as many clips as I could have in the trailer. It's like I could have put in that fight with Doppelganger, but I was like, nah. Just save that for, you know, when you actually see it in the LP. It's more effective that way, because then you're like, what the fuck is that music? You'll also be like, what the fuck's this music, though? Says the bells of something. Chop off your head. Yeah, that's the... Wait, no. I can't remember. Actually, I think... Yeah, that is the one she did last time. Sometimes she'll just finish the song the normal way, while other times she'll just kind of go, off with your head, and your stamina gets affected. Which is kind of redundant in this place, because there's no real threat here. The janitor doesn't come into this area. So, I don't get it. And you know, unlike Resident Evil 3 with Nemesis, this Janitor is not going to frickin' be patrolling the area properly when you're in a different area like this. He's just going to despawn and respawn in the area, and you've got to be lucky and try to avoid him, essentially. It's bullshit. See what I mean? He's already fucking spotted me. That's how bullshit this is. Try to shake him off this way. Fuck it. Killed him. I forgot that this game can be pretty bullshit when it comes to loading the game. Because sometimes the Janitor just literally will be right on your ass the second you load the game. Even if he wasn't right on your ass when you last left off. It's fucking stupid. Oh my fucking god, really? Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. That does actually make sense. Fair enough. It's like, how does that make sense exactly? Well, it makes sense because, well, we went into the other area, so it autosaves. Okay, he's like, I've got a bat and I'm gonna hit you with it. Well, last time we'll get to use the despawning thing in, I guess, because it's time for shit to go down. Time for resolve in a second, because I could use some healing. Boss time. This isn't time-based, but I guess this is a boss fight of sorts, you know. We needed this token to actually do anything. Though she randomly spawns, right? This is a trick that I find myself doing. Kind of look in one direction, and she won't spawn in that direction. Try to get it so that you can get as close to her as possible. Because, yeah, she does that. And you gotta pick it up again, because of course, well, it makes sense that you'd have to pick it up again. It's kind of hard to get the timing right. So I kind of like to look in one direction a lot so that she doesn't spawn in a specific location. Try to get it so that she'll spawn in a direction that's easy to get to like there. Doesn't always work though, because as you saw, she could sometimes spawn in the middle or even the back. But yeah, that's how you deal with that. Also, I don't think it's completely necessary to do that, but yeah, on the safe side, because the Janitor is in fact back. Eye testing lens right. A small lens that looks like a monocle. We haven't got the other one, despite the fact that I should have. I guess I overlooked it in main building 2. So you're just like, wait, is that all you really come in here for? Is just that? No, there's this. If you recall, there was a note that mentioned about actually, let's where's that document anyway? Yeah, cassette player. So there's a belt broken in the language lab, and a power outlet damage in the music appreciation room, which we're in. So the music appreciation room needs a power outlet, which the language lab doesn't have. But the language lab needs a drive belt, which this does have. Drive belt, a rubber drive belt found in the broken tape recorder. We can't actually use this. So you can even put the cassette in there, but it won't work. Luckily, he automatically takes it out. You know, when you actually use it, he kind of forgets to get rid of it. Oh, Janitor's right outside the door. He tends to spawn, like, near where you are a lot, you know. And, you know, considering how poorly I'm doing so far in this LP, it's like, I dread just the thought of freaking playing Hell Mode again. Because it's freaking annoying as shit. It's like, I was wondering, maybe, like, maybe play Hell Mode twice, like once as the extra character and then again as hee-min Lee here, so that we can get the best ending for the main, I guess, girl, as like a kind of finale for all this, and also get the what were they called? The figurines that you can only find on Hell Mode. So, yeah, but that'll be later. But I think I'd only go through Hell Mode the one time, because fuck going through it multiple times. It's annoying enough on its own. I mean, I've cleared Hell Mode 7 times. I got the achievement for it. There's another achievement for clearing it 10 times, which is absurd. Especially considering there's only like 9 endings. Although the ending collection thing does kind of show like something that kind of implies that there's another ending, but when I looked up about it, the endings and all, I didn't seem to mention a third ending for the extra characters, so don't know what that's about. Anyway, it's like, well, get on with it, get moving. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of rambling, and while rambling, hopefully the janitor will fuck off out there. See this right here? Got a lot of these. These all come down to bloody puzzles that are really obscure as fuck. You wanna know how obscure as fuck this is? I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this is connected to the metronome that's in main building 2. And in order for us to, you know, get the combination for this, we have to use the metronome in combination with something else that we can't obtain until we merge 2 keys together and find another item in a box in main building 1. And even then, we have to, like, look at a note that we find somewhere, I forget, that explains how the thing works, so that we can use the metronome to get the combination. Does that sound convoluted as fuck? Because it is. These freaking extra stuff like this, it's to do with the ghost lists collection, of course. A lot of these tend to be like that, essentially. That's what it all tends to boil down to. But, yeah, they're convoluted as fuck. Some of them are really easy. It's like at the start of the game, when like in the very first area you find the pond ghost story. It's like right there, right at the start. It's like it's easy to miss because it is kind of hidden behind something like this, essentially. I think it was Fountain, wasn't it? But yeah, it was easy enough to find. At least you didn't have to do a puzzle to get it, right? Well, you got ones like these that are kind of locked away and you need to do convoluted shit. It's like the eye testing lenses, right? We need 2 of them, and then we gotta like look at that image on the wall in the infirmary, like the eye testing thing, in order to get a combination that isn't even numbers, by the way, it's symbols, to get a combination so that we can get another ghost list from this building, or ghost story, I mean. And they're just really confusing, man. I was just like, I could not figure them out where to walk through, to say the least. Where'd he he go? Okay, he's gone. This will be a lot easier when we start to, you know, well, once we've got the blue key card. But we won't be getting that for a while. I'm pretty sure he started turning off the lights because those doors are closed. He hasn't... He hasn't been thoroughly looking around here properly. Because that door is still open. You're slacking on your job, sir. Trouble is, he can see you from other floors if you're not careful. This is annoying because I'll have to frickin' do the whole light thing again. Which, you know, the annoying thing is, that's kind of what we have to do now, essentially. That's the next step of this. Oh, he's spotted. Fuck's sake. You see what I mean about this guy? He has ridiculously good freaking AI. It's cheap as fuck. And he was down here, like, straight away. I mean, granted, you only need to go down one set of stairs, but the fact he could get here so quickly is obscene. Do 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 do. Is that rust on the floor there? Well, probably can't freaking see it. I was like trying to like get the lighter there, but it was like, oh, you can't use it when you're hiding. Can't even see it like that. It looks like there's rust on the floor a bit. This game can get pretty damn tedious. I'd forgotten how tedious it was. Because it's been like maybe nearly half a year almost since I last played it. It's probably been around about a quarter of a year before, you know, I started this LP. Because I played for the game so many times. Got the entire ending collection aside from the extra character. I've still yet to get her endings on Hell mode and I think Hard mode as well. But I've got all the other endings, which there are 7, not counting the extra character. So there's 7 endings. Got them all on very easy, normal, hard, and hell mode. And on hell mode, you have to do it individually because it automatically gets rid of your save once you've cleared the game or run out of pens, which is bullshit. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. It's the hardest difficulty, but the difficulty comes in not only taking more damage and the Janitor's AI being even more bullshit, but also in the fact that you can't save manually and the game automatically deletes itself when you run out of felt pens. You can only really rely on the autosave, which happens often enough, but still pain in the ass. Where'd he go? Jesus Christ, I fucking hate when I do that. I think I know where he's gone, actually. He's gone... because if the door isn't closed, he went in there instead. So that's kind of not bad, necessarily. He'll come through there. Hopefully his detection skills aren't too ridiculous. he'll be patrolling the lower floor right about now. It's like I keep saying, the trouble with this guy is he has a really good sense of hearing on high difficulties. Like, he could pretty much hear a fucking pin drop, essentially. This guy has some ridiculously, just absolute ridiculous sense of hearing. Click on. Well. Oh wait, he hasn't come through the door yet. It's just the lights. Okay, now he's there. Which is a problem, you know, in and of itself, because how the fuck am I gonna get back down without getting detected? I open this door. Nope, it hasn't detected. It's like on hell mode, he would have detected me by now. That's how drastic a difference it is. It's like when playing on hell mode, I would literally only do this little bit here when he's, you know, patrolling the other part of the building. Because it's just insanely difficult. I think the idea here is to do things like have like a brief pause, perhaps, you know, in between doing stuff. Oh, never mind. He's detected me now. Come on, sir. That's one thing you can do there, is trick him into going in the opposite way. So that you give yourself some time, you know? Accomplished jack shit here, really, haven't I? I mean, we fought the music appreciation room I was about to say box then. Boss. And that's about all we really accomplished here. This janitor won't fuck off. He's worse than Nemesis. Worst thing is, I can't even solve the fucking puzzle yet until we get the blue keycard, which won't be long from here. You just need him to fuck off, essentially. And I just know he'll switch off the fucking first light, and he'll trigger all the other lights to go off. It's a tedious puzzle. It's like I said in a previous part, it is by far the most pain in the ass part in the entire game. Nothing else in the game compares. Well, except maybe the final area of phone. Looks like spam to me, so I ain't answering. What was I saying? Yeah, there's a section in the extra characters. Jesus Christ, that's loud. In the extra characters scenario, that's a pain in the ass. The last bit of it is a freaking slog of patience. Loads of, like, you can, like, end up going the wrong way, get yourself killed. And, you know, on hell mode, which I haven't played it on yet, that's probably even worse. I dread to think about it. And now the cat has moved and has proceeded to sit on top of the PS4. Why do you do this, cats? Well, probably the reason would be because it warms up, but that's not good for you to sit on it. Alright. Which way did he go? Okay, he went back that way. Which is both good and bad at the same time. Well, you know what? Gonna call it a part there. Record immediately after jack shit was accomplished because the janitor refused to fuck off. One asshole. I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.